This is our next adventure. I'm saying it's Butze Rapids and Clancy says it's Butze Rapid. Everything is just so green and growing so much. It's been quite a few years since we've been to a North American coast, especially a Canadian coast. In fact, I don't even know if the kids have been to a Canadian coast, so this is probably a first for them. Going to the ocean is a major ordeal for us and a very, very, very long drive, so it doesn't happen very often. And the last time we were at the ocean was in Panama. It was a lot warmer than this.
Look at the size of those things!
They're huge!
Look at the size of those things!
Should that be concerning? Really close to the highway. So coastal rainforest, marsh, bog, all of that, and a risk of wolves and bears, and leave your pets at home. It's also noisy, but 5.4 kilometers. I don't think we're gonna make it. 2 to 2.5 hour hike, and it keeps raining. So we'll just see how far this goes. This is so pretty. Look at the waterfall up there.
Coming out of there?
It's beautiful. Wow, look at that. I don't think I mentioned that Addison got stinging nettle yesterday. How was that?
Not fun.
Not fun. How is it doing today?
Gone.
Where did it get you?
Wait, here and right here.
And there's no marks today, are there?
Yeah.
So that was our first experience with stinging nettle, and she was so brave. Just came over rubbing her arm saying it hurt, and she had what looked like 2 big stings on her arm, but it ended up going away quite quickly thanks to the help of our friend and some stuff that she has for bites. Okay, I am panting. This really is a steep hill. Whew. I was feeling a bit cold. The moisture in the air, how damp it is, and it being so cloudy makes it feel quite cool. Climbing this hill, big one, is warming me up. The amount of moss down in here. They're making comments about no motorized vehicles.
There's a horse.
It's so quiet at the moment.
Right over here. The tree. He's dead.
The girls have found a slug. Oh, he moved. He's leaving his trail of slime. There he is. And Clancy says it's a Pacific banana slug. And then there's a gob of, it looks like some sort of slug back there, but it's,
Yeah, he's a slug.
he's super ooey, but we think he might be dead. He's pretty gross. There are so many. Okay, we found another one. It's bigger than Addie's hand.
Had 4.
And another one, and this one has spots. This tree is insane. Okay, we're trying to set up for a family photo. As family as it is right now, with just 3 kids. But Caden says it looks like a house off of Lord of the Rings. This is so cool. Just all of the gnarly roots. And then the branches are just as gnarly. Addie says the water smells like skunks.
It's actually better than skunks.
So we just came from there and we walked out of the rainforest and into this. Just stark contrast. The kids were joking about how it's tundra. It's just a completely different landscape. There's supposed to be rapids down there.
Yeah.
I wonder if it's rapids when the tide is coming in. Good thing the hike was pretty because there's no rapids.
No.
Look at all this seaweedish type stuff.
It's not the rapids, it's the slows.
There's always somebody watching you in the woods. Chicky's been hiding in here. Oh, look at the big X in there.
That's
Yeah,
because they're
there's
chopping
also
it down.
You
There's
can
also
stand
phoenixes
right
in
in there. Are you going in, Addie?
Those aren't. We mix it.
Found a way to make our way down to the ocean. Just a little bit of driftwood to scrabble over. How are you doing? Did you make it? Oh, you're stuck. That. Wow, look at that.
What?
This is the closest we've been to the ocean so far.
Oh.
Make sure not to get pinched.
We found ourselves a toad. Look at him. He's a big boy. All right, we've got a family of troopers. Everybody decided, one maybe got coerced into it, to do the full 5.4 kilometers. I thought we were just going to go for a ways and head back, but we are earning our fish and chips tonight. And we...
I'm the one that convinced them all.
Yep.
Yeah.
The funniest thing is she wanted to quit, and then she's the one who decided we were doing the full loop. So we got to go down to the ocean, which we would not have done if we had gone back. And hopefully we're getting close, starting to hear the traffic again. Last hills, this is where we walked up, 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 and I was so tired. And now we're walking down, 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 and we're almost done. And Addie walked almost the whole thing, just a couple of piggyback rides. We're ready for more seafood. And what else, Addison? What do you want? We're waiting for fish and chips at Bob's on the rocks. And we've ordered a bunch of fish and chips. We're trying halibut and lingcod, and we've all had halibut before, but we haven't had lingcod, so this is something new. And we're all hungry because we just walked for 5.4 kilometers. So some of us carried someone else for part of that 5.4 kilometers. Addie couldn't walk the last stretch. It was down, 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 and then up, 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 up. So I piggybacked her. And now I'm definitely hungry. I wasn't before. While we wait for our food to get ready, we decided to go for a little bit of a walk. I think this is Pembroke Trail or Pembroke. I forget which one it is. But we just came out to an area where if there were any fish, we should be able to see them. Apparently this is a season of whales, but so far, no luck. Coolest bridge along here. I'm gonna go over and you get a super good view. It's really pretty. You know, if a whale would just surface somewhere along here, I would be so happy. And we're all ready to dig in.
Come and take it out.
And it looks good. Lingcod for the first time. That was delicious. If you're ever in Prince Rupert, we definitely recommend Bob's on the Rocks for fish and chips. They have a few other things on the menu, but mostly fish and chips. Also, the trail is called Rushbrook Trail. So I think that we should go and explore and see if we can find where the ferries come in before we call it done for the day. We found a place to access the ocean. It's not like you want to go down because it's super rocky, but at least we can be by the water. Over here it looks like there's a tugboat pulling a barge. And this is supposed to be like an old train station or something. This is Quinitza Station. And this is Rotary Waterfront Park. And I think this whale right here, I think that's the only whale I'm gonna see on this trip. Sad story. I might have to go back to the Oregon coast to see my whales. With all of the different marine life that is supposed to be in this water, I'm kind of disappointed that we haven't seen any, but not surprised at the same time. We found the ferries terminal. There's not really anybody waiting at this point. I wonder when the next one is. Over there's a huge container ship and it reminds us of Panama. So many containers.
Container ships? Do you see